She's been sent home several times this year, at least 4 or 5, with headaches, and she obviously goes pale.
Yeah.
And then today we went to the movies, and then as we left, she was just white as a sheet.
Yeah.
And she said her head was hurting.
He hasn't got much colour at all. Not sure if you get that on the camera or not, Georgia, but we could always Photoshop you and make you look white. Alright, let's have a look again, mate. So this is where I've marked off the breaks there, and you can see it's quite fluidy around there. There's a lot of fluid around that spot there, and not much there at all. Similar thing down here, but it looked like there was a break on the scope, but to me I'm not really seeing a lot on the patient there, and all this seems really clear. I'll just get you to sit up a little bit, Ainsley, and then when we actually palpate these joints here, they all do what they're supposed to do until we get down to this guy here, and that's not moving at all like it should anyway. Now Ainsley, that's tender, isn't it, love, when we touch that? Yeah. Now, there hasn't been any trauma. She hasn't fallen, she hasn't had a big accident or anything like that. And I'm pretty confident, well, I'm very confident that we can get the right line of correction on this without a film right now. But, you know, if she comes back in a few days and the findings for that subluxation are still there, or she's not responding very well, we might get a picture of her. Come over here, mate. I'm going to get you to come stand up on this one. You don't have much colour in your face, do you? And all of the headaches across your forehead, isn't it, you were saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Just feel that hand ease. That's tender there, isn't it? Now, a lot of people think when you get pain in the head, it's always from the neck, but it's not. You okay, love?
Yep.
You're not nervous?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I can't hurt you, sweetie, so don't worry. This might be a little bit uncomfortable just because you'll feel it move. And you'll hear a little bit of a click, but I can't hurt you. Now just bring your chin up a little, that's it. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to squish you down a little bit, and I'm going to hold your head with my arm like that so your head doesn't pop up in the air. And all you've got to do is just relax your shoulders a little bit. That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we'll let that off. Now I reckon you'll have colour in your face straight away. And just step down a bit. You might feel a little bit dizzy. Do you feel a bit lightheaded or a bit flushed in the face?
A little bit lightheaded.
A bit lightheaded, yeah. That makes sense. Come and have a seat, though. Oh, you can smile. That's good. That's a good change.
She wasn't giggling before, so that's good too.
Yeah. You're still going to have a little bit of a headache here for a minute, but it should feel like there's a little bit of pressure come off already. Does it feel like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell me if it doesn't. That's okay too.
No, it feels better.
Feels better. Awesome. If before that pain up there and the bad feeling was 10 out of 10, that means that's the worst it could be. What would you say it is now?
Maybe 5.
5. That's good.
That's good.
So that's half. It's probably been a minute now. So that means in about half an hour or an hour, it'll be pretty good.
And she's much more expressive.
Yeah, well, she's actually talking to us.
Yeah.
So that's a nice change.
That's a
High five, buddy.
It's a big change you not talking off all the way through too. Thank you very much.
Actually, look, she's dead already, I can
is.
tell.
Her whole personality shifts just because she must feel so bad that she can't, you know.
Well, it's a
express
nervous
stuff.
system. Like when those blood vessels are dilated, it's affecting a lot of things. Yeah, and you just feel really heavy and yuck, don't you? All right, buddy.
Thank you.
No worries. You don't look well at all.
It's really sore. I can only sleep on my side, I can't sleep on my back.
Yeah. And you say you're feeling it in your ears?
Yeah, like all here.
Yeah.
Been hot, like it feels hot on the inside.
So
Not
it
right.
feels hot deep inside your neck? Yeah. What about your hands? You getting any numbness or tingling in your hands?
I've had a tiny bit of tingling in my right hand.
Which part of your head are your headaches in?
I just like I'll get sore behind my ears.
Yeah.
Just there.
Okay, I'm just going to gently get you to turn your head left and right. So I just want to see. It wants to stop there, doesn't it?
Yep.
And let's go this way. Oh, it's not good at all. Alright. You've got a big divot or hollow in this part of your neck here, and this side of your neck's really full. These muscles have gone into spasm.
Yep.
They're really guarding all the way through there, and these ones are virtually turned off. You can see back here is right over the point where, which seems to be where the nerve pressure is and where the vertebra is misaligned, is a whole bunch of fluid. So what we're going to need to do is get a picture of this and see exactly what the discs look like. Okay?
Well, that'll be okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's fine, buddy. It's fine. You a bit scared?
It's good.
Yeah, don't worry. We fix these things every single day, okay? Actually, we fix these things about 70, 80 times a day. So don't worry. Assessing all these discs and comparing them, we can see where the changes occur in the discs and therefore which discs are the wrong shape.
Yeah.
And that vertebra there is the one that's in trouble. Take the ice pack off and try not to worry, okay? I know you're really nervous. That's it there.
Yeah.
You can tell, can't you?
Yeah.
As soon as I put my hand on it. Yep. The important thing when we correct these is not to put any rotation in your neck. I'm just going to take a very small contact on that bone like that. And I'm just going to make sure that your head sits straight over your spine like that. It's hard to appreciate, but this disc was really swollen. It's very difficult to get a head over into the right position. I would have liked to adjust it closer to here, but in order to get the disc space open at the front and give the vertebra somewhere to go, I needed to bring your head a little bit further back than I would like. Let your body slump in the chair a little bit, just that's it. By keeping the head over the rest of the spine and keeping all the functional segments in correct alignment, I was able to get the subluxated segment to come back a little bit further than usual and open up the anterior disc space. This is where we got to. The rest of the spine stacked up nicely, the anterior disc space open, somewhere for the subluxated segment to sit up onto, and the patient comfortable and ready for the correction. We'll let you see the adjustment. It's not the prettiest one you'll ever see, but the patient's comfortable, the subluxation's corrected specifically, and that's the most important thing. Let's give this a little push in a minute. Excellent. Easy as that. You might feel a bit lightheaded or a little bit dizzy.
Feel a bit funny, yeah.
Yeah, that's alright. That's good. It's only been, what, 30 seconds since the adjustment or so. All that tone's come straight out of those muscles. You can see, remember, you know how they felt like concrete before?
Yeah.
Can you see how they're kind of more like jelly?
Yeah.
Show me what you can do with your head now. Turn it left and right. Look at that. You're going to spin it off your body. That's good. Alright, mate.
Thank you.
You fixed?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Fucking new neck.
You're near now.
Much better than yesterday. Thanks so much.
Oh, it's a pleasure.